Welcome to episode 2.
Welcome to episode 2 of Tales with Tang. Yeah, was that too aggressive?
No, that's good.
All right, so Tales with Tang is we're trying to do a weekly podcast where I bring my friends and comedians on to tell stories, and eventually those stories will maybe turn into stand-up comedy, or they'll be able to express themselves a bit better. So yeah, the idea is you take a story from your life. It doesn't have to be interesting, we try to make it interesting, but it doesn't have to be funny at all. And then eventually it'll be funny. Yeah. So episode 1 was Keanu and Carmona, and then episode 2 we have Edith Peng. She is what do you want me to say about you?
Nice, kind. Who am I to you?
She is a nice, kind person. Edith Peng is a good friend of mine, and we started comedy around the same time. So we met about a year ago, and it's cool seeing her progress and my progress, us progress around the same, as we started on the same time. And so it's cool to see that, yeah. And I don't know.
Yeah, we met at the Punchline.
Yeah, we met
on a Sunday.
Punchline, yeah. We actually met right before the Punchline in the Edinburgh pub. Do you remember that? I think that was the first time I ever saw you. It was
really?
We were all bombing our ass off because it was one of the.
Oh. Wait, I probably didn't. Did I actually meet you there, or did we just say hi, or you saw me there?
Yeah, I think we saw each other there, and then we said hi at the Punchline.
Oh, okay.
And then we were God damn, that was a bomb.
Was it all men and
Yeah, it was all men. Yeah.
Oh my god, I literally remember that bomb because I was new, right? So every performance is really nerve-wracking, and then that, it was just so dark and dingy, and it was 17 men staring at me, none of them laughing for 5 minutes.
Right. Yeah. That's
it broke my heart.
I know. I feel like now you realize they're not even thinking about you. They're just they're just depressed comedians. Maybe they're thinking about their own set, or they just hate being at that mic at that time.
Yeah, that's fair.
But when you're new, you're oh my god, I suck, right?
I don't know. Because I don't remember your set, but do you remember my set and being oh damn, this girl's bombing?
I wasn't. I think everyone was bombing, so I wasn't oh my god,
this girl's really bombing right now.
I wasn't like that. I think it was expected that everyone was bombing. I remember I was bombing. I remember all the guys were bombing.
Yeah.
So it was
Okay.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Yeah. Huh. That was a year ago.
Yeah, it was probably a year ago.
Yeah. April 2025. But I think that was a tough mic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sunday Edinburgh pub.
Are you gonna wait? Are you sorry, my allergies are really crazy bad. But are you editing, or are you just?
Yeah, I can edit. Yeah.
Okay.
So we can edit whatever you want to edit out.
Well, I'm just wondering.
Oh, okay.
I don't think we've said anything that needs to be edited out.
Yeah.
I just don't think it'll be interesting for people to listen to.
All right. Maybe we could cut out we talked about how we met for too long. Okay.
No, we didn't. Yeah. Wait. Okay, here.
Did we?
Eva and I met at the Punchline, and it was really sweet because we were both starting some time, we were both beginning, and I remember both of us were how do we how do we even get on shows? How are these people getting on shows? And we just had no idea.
Yeah.
And I mean, we were really bad, so we shouldn't have been getting on shows at that time.
Yeah, for sure.
But it was when you're so new that everything feels so hopeless because you can't understand that you'll ever have even anything funny to say or any progress or be on any show.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's that shared trauma, I think. So it's people say that every comedians, they have their start class, right? Because when they start together, they kind of progress together, and then wait, do you need help?
I just can't figure out a good place to put it. Maybe I'll put it here.
Oh, there's a magnet, so you could also just unstick it.
No, I think this is good.
All right, cool. Okay, cool. But yeah, so let's see. So this story is kind of a storytelling format, right? So do you want to start with the story, or should I start with the story?
You should start with the story.
Okay, I'll start with the story. Okay, I just got off a plane because my brain is kind of fried right now. Apparently, there's a lack of hydration that happens on the plane. But let me tell you the story of this guy I went on a ski trip with. So this is a ski trip story, and I'm gonna change the names so I don't dox anyone. Let's call let's call him Ski Trip Dan. I'm gonna tell you the story of Ski Trip Dan. So when I moved to Vancouver, after I graduated for a job, and I didn't have any friends there. So I wanted to like make friends and meet people. One of the first friend groups I got in with was a group of like really rich kids. So it was like this guy I kind of knew from work, and then his friend group. And let's say the guy from work, let's call him Richard, and then the guy who the story is about, let's call him Dan. Okay, so Richard is from work, and he introduced me to a friend group, including Dan. And they're all really rich, right? But I think it's fine, because they're not like...
Like how rich are we talking about?
Okay, so they're not like billionaires, but like their dads like all got into a group chat to own a yacht, to buy a yacht together.
Okay. So like very comfortable, like generationally comfortable.
Generationally comfortable. They can't buy a yacht by themselves, but they can, do a timeshare of a yacht, right?
Which is already insane.
And then they have like a group chat of like, when do you want the yacht? so yeah, they're pretty. And then Richard, he has a American Express black card that the president of American Express personally gave to his dad as like a thank you for some business thing. And the black card is like $15,000 a year, and it's an invite only. So that's how rich they are.
What do you get with the black card?
Oh, you get like a personal concierge. Like if you're like, traveling and you're out of toilet paper, and then you just call them up and you're like, oh, can I have some toilet paper? And they're like, yeah, and then they'll bring a guy to like deliver toilet paper. It's a different type of living.
That feels like it's worth more than $15,000. Like, not that anyone should ever pay that much, but like that seems like a crazy service to offer.
Yeah.
It feels like it would cost them more than $15,000 to.
Well, maybe it's just service. Like.
Maybe they just call the DoorDash for you.
Yeah.
They don't have like a guy.
And I think they have to spend a certain amount of money, right?
Okay.
Anyway, I don't know exactly how it works, but you do get like a concierge for like travel and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
you could just get a boyfriend.
You just get a boyfriend to do it for you? Have you ever run out of toilet paper and called your boyfriend before?
No, but I feel like I have asked my boyfriend to bring me like a lot of things, like a change of clothes or like something I forgot at home.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice. Anyway, so Richard and Dan, they invite me to this friend group, right? And Dan is very welcoming and very open to making friends with me. But the first thing I noticed that might be a bit of a red flag is all of Dan's friends were new. Like Dan, like he just like he doesn't have any old friends, but he's from Vancouver. Like he grew up there. So like, how have you only known all of these people for 6 months? Right? I'm like, all right, maybe he's just in that phase of his life where he's just trying to meet new people, right?
Because you're like 22 in this story?
Yeah, I'm 22 in this story, yeah. So
yeah.
But I'm not really sure, right? And another thing about Dan is like he liked to control everything about the hangout that we would do, right? So like if we have dinner, it would have to be at his place. Like one time I tried to organize something at my place, and he was like, "Oh, why can't we just do it at my place? I have 2 houses, like we could do it."
Oh, I see.
Right, like. But I'm like, I just want to organize something, on my terms.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Was he making dinner for you guys, or was he ordering dinner and you guys would eat at his place?
Or actually, what was I think I wanted to have people over for dinner because we want to watch like the election or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
The U.S. election?
Yeah, it was one of the U.S. elections. Yeah.
Okay. Vibes.
Yeah, I don't know, because I'm a fucking nerd.
That's crazy, because Americans don't even do that.
Yeah. I was a huge politics nerd back in the day.
No, I think that's good.
I don't know. I don't really care about it anymore. But anyway, of course I care about, human rights and issues. Sorry. So anyway, back to Dan. Dan is like pretty controlling, right? And then like Richard, he's one of those like rich guys who like doesn't like to do much besides like get dinner.
I think you should scoot over because you're kind of out of the frame.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So like Richard's the type of guy who doesn't like to do stuff. So like even though Richard introduced me to this friend group, like Richard kind of backs off because like he doesn't like to do any hikes. He doesn't like to ski. He doesn't like to. He just likes to have dinner and then like talk about like tech and stuff, right? Wait, and I wasn't.
Is it okay if I ask questions throughout?
Sure, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So, were you guys making dinner for your friends, or were you ordering dinner and than eating it at the person's house?
Well, I think Richard liked to cook.
Okay, and Dan would order dinner to...
well, sometimes Dan cooked too, like,
Okay.
Yeah, but like...
that kind of makes me like Dan more.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's sometimes where he cooked, yeah.
Okay.
I really liked how welcoming he was. There's a lot of good qualities about Dan.
Okay.
Like, he would, you know, like he
cooks.
And he invites people over, he'd throw parties and stuff like that.
Yes.
Right? But like, you know, they're like whenever like we were hanging out, like he would just kind of like have jabs at me, you know, sometimes. And it was like, you know, maybe he's trying to be funny, but it's like...
Yeah.
Like one time we were playing tennis, right? It's my first time playing tennis, so I can't like hit it properly, right? And he's like, but like, yeah, because I can't. It was the first time playing tennis, right? But he was like, he kept doing it, and he was like kind of mean spirited about it. Like, oh, how do you not know how to do that?
Was he white?
No, he's. They're all Asian.
Okay, I see.
Dan is was Southeast Asian, and then Richard was like East Asian.
Okay.
So everyone's Asian. Yeah, so Dan just feels kind of mean-spirited, you know, when he talked to me about stuff. And like, there's also like sometimes like Dan would like I told Dan about like, you know, some of my I guess like girl problems, right? Like I was like, there was this girl I you know, really liked for a long time, and I was like kind of upset about like, and then like Dan basically. When he would introduce me to his friends, he'd be like, "Oh, Yifei, tell like this random guy about Stephanie." You know, I'm like, right, like it's like I don't want to tell this random guy about Stephanie. So it seemed like he was just like kind of playing with me a little bit. You know?
Yeah. Okay.
Like yeah, and I'm like I don't know. I mean, it was a long time ago, but like you know, there were a couple of like red flags. There was like mixed flags with this guy. Anyway, so yeah, like the friendship like slowly. I think like the first 2 weeks that I met him, he asked me to go on a ski trip with him and his friends.
Okay.
Right, and because I didn't know anyone.
Yeah.
Right, I committed to it, and I bought the ski pass because like let's say this is May, right, and then you have to buy the pass early so you can get like a discount. Yeah. So I bought the pass and I committed to the ski trip. But throughout the next 6 months, I slowly like...
Oh, you planned a ski trip 6 months away?
Yeah, exactly. After meeting a guy for 2 weeks.
Okay, sure. That's fine, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because like I'm new to a city. I'm like I'm kind of impulsive, young. So I'm like, you know... But throughout the next 6 months, I'm slowly starting to like not like Dan.
Yeah.
You know, some of the things that he's saying about me, you know, some of the things that he's doing, and like just like how controlling he is, right? Oh yeah, like he'd start like arguments like over politics or whatever, right? Yeah. But like it seemed like he wasn't arguing, like he was just arguing because he liked to argue.
I see.
Know? Like like my roommate, his girlfriend was over, and then Dan started a random argument about abortion, right? Not that Dan was opposed to abortion, but he kept like being devil's advocate, like, oh, what about this? What about this? Oh,
I see.
Right, and it was like just kind of to a point where it was like annoying. Yeah. Even you know. Right. Yeah. So like after that, like my roommate's girlfriend's like, I don't want to see that Dan guy again.
Yeah, makes sense.
And it wasn't because of like the political disagreement. It was just like the way he would go about those arguments. Okay, like one time he started an argument about dueling, right? And then he's like, oh, but like why shouldn't we have duels now, huh? Like duels, I think we should have duels. I think
Duolingo? Oh, dueling.
Dueling, yeah. Like I think people like should be able to solve the problem with duels, right? And like he would just not stop the fucking.
He was trying to be funny, like do a bit.
No, he was just like randomly arguing with us about dueling because I think he was bored. Yeah, right. Anyway, so yeah, like so like this, like everything was like kind of like, I don't know if this story is going on for too long or like this is too many details or not enough. But anyway, this is the second episode, so we'll see how. Like everything was like escalating, you know, like everything like slowly was like ramping up, and I'm like starting to not like this guy more and more until we get on the ski trip and have to spend a whole week with this guy.
Sure.
And there are a couple things that happened on the ski. First, I was the least experienced skier, and in my like in his defense, like I think I told him, oh, I can do like blues, right? But like I could like fall down blues. I wasn't like that good at skiing. So like he was a little annoyed when he just saw me not being able to ski that well. And then, you know, and to his credit, he did try to teach me, right? He spent a lot of time trying to teach me, but like, so that was, you know, that's really nice of him. But the way he taught me was like, Yifei, ski faster. Yifei, ski slower. Yifei, why aren't you listening to me? Yifei, why are you not doing this?
Oh, right? I don't like that.
Yeah, so it was like one of those, like, you know, whiplash? That's like one of those, like, you know, mean teachers, like, type of like teaching. And so throughout the week, I actually got like a lot better at skiing. But like, it made me like hate him a bit more, you know? Yeah, anyway, the one thing, okay, that like, okay, so first thing that happened that like rubbed me the wrong way was like, he was just like, he just planned things without asking us like whether we wanted to do it. So like he took us, we got dinner, right? And we had steak for dinner, and you know, everyone paid for themselves, but like it was like $200
for each person.
Yeah, so I'm like, I didn't like, I mean, you know, I could technically afford it, but I don't know if I want to drop $200 on steak.
Right.
And you just told us we're going here. You didn't say, hey, you guys want to get, you know, steak? It's kind of expensive.
Right.
And so he would just like boss us around, you know. He just like, and so that was the first thing. The second thing was he like I went to get groceries, right? And I bought some laundry detergent. And he wanted to expense the laundry detergent with the Airbnb because the Airbnb said they would do that. So I lost the receipt. So I'm like, oh shit, what? You know, I lost the receipt. Yeah. And he's like, go find the receipt. I'm like, but I don't have the receipt. He's like,
it's gone.
Go call the store. I'm like, well, it's like, I'm like, all right, I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it. I'll buy the laundry detergent. It's probably like $12. And he's like, but I need to see how much it costed. And I'm like, bro, are you serious? And then so I end up on the phone with the grocery store for 3 days during the ski trip.
Oh man.
Just like trying to get the receipt, you know. And then like at the end, I finally get the receipt. I'm like, yeah, it's like $14. Like I said it was, I'll buy it. And he's like, good, I hope you learn your lesson. You know, I was like, I hope you.
Oh man. Yeah. And he was also 22?
I think he was like a year or two older than me. So I think he was.
Oh God.
Yeah, I think we might have been 23. I think I was 23 and he was 25 at the point. So I like, oh, what do you mean? He's like, I want to see a receipt for every single purchase for this entire trip. Like he just like walks, you know, like kind of tells the entire room. And like, these are all his friends. So nobody's like, hey, what you doing, Dan? You know, like nobody's like.
I feel like those should have said something. I feel like that's super, but maybe they weren't good enough friends to like say something about it.
Well, I guess not. Or maybe they were also like, they just kind of used to him, whatever. I don't know what it was. But yeah, so like that whole receipt thing really bothered me the wrong way because I said I'd pay for it, and then like you could just like charge me $13 on the fucking Splitwise or whatever. Right. But he wanted to know the exact price of the receipt, you know. Like and I'm like, dude, you're rich. Right. Like this does not matter to you at all. This is the only thing that matters is like the control over it, you know. And then anyway, I think okay, so we're on the trip, and then like we're like. I think we had like some. They weren't drinkers, right? They weren't drinkers. But like, yeah, I'm like, I want to have like a beer to like not, you know, take the edge off. To take the edge off this whole like very tense trip that we're on, right? So I think like I have like maybe like one beer, or maybe like I have like one drink, right? Maybe one drink of whiskey, but I am not drunk at all. Okay, I am not drunk at all at this point. Anyway, so. We're all like standing in the master bedroom of the Airbnb, which is his bedroom that he's sharing with his girlfriend, right? And I have. He has
a girlfriend?
Yeah, he's a girlfriend.
Oh my God, I hate when that happens. Yeah. Why? I think this is all her fault.
Yeah, she's
I hate that so much.
I think she was nice. I don't know. But she wasn't like outspoken or anything. And then sometimes like it seemed like she got pretty annoyed by like his antics.
But like to stay with someone like that.
Yeah.
Whatever. I hope they get married and they're both unhappy.
Anyway, so okay, we're standing in the middle of his bedroom, right? And I have half a glass of water. This is not alcohol. This is water, right? And then he's like, hey, don't spill that. You'll get that everywhere. I'm like, dude, it's half a glass of water in an Airbnb that we're leaving tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like it's not like this is your house.
Right,
you know?
right.
And I wasn't gonna. So why?
Why would you think I would? Yeah.
Yeah. Why would you think I'd spill it?
Right.
Right. And like, you know, he's like, don't spill that. I'm like, all right. And then I'm at the end of my rope with this guy. So this is the part where I do something I'm not very proud of. Right. I walk up to him and then I like do that, and then I get a couple of drops on his face. I don't spill the whole glass on his face.
Why was his face underneath you?
Or like I'm just fucking with him because I'm annoyed with him and I'm trying to fuck with him.
I'm just confused why your faces were so close.
No, like I stand over his bed and then I go like
he was
that.
in bed.
Yeah, he was sitting in bed. Yeah,
that's funny.
And I get 3 drops of water on his face, and dude, he gets so mad at me.
Yeah,
you know?
that makes sense.
Yeah, he kicks me out of the bedroom. He slams the door, and then anyway, later I apologize, and he's like, I forgive you, but like I don't know, things are not like great, right?
Sure.
And then the other thing that happens on this trip is, let's see, there is a girl that I met in Portugal when I was traveling, like the summer before, and she also happened to live in Vancouver. And so this girl, let's call her Jean, right? Jean, like...
Why would we call her Jean?
Because it sounds a little like her name. Yeah, I don't know. Her name is Jean.
It's a man's name.
All right, so Jean. Oh, it could be a girl's name.
Yeah.
So John is a man's.
Because Jean is short for Eugene, right?
Oh, okay.
No, just it's fine.
But let's say like.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say her name is Jean.
Sure.
Right? And Jean felt like kind of a bigger sister to me, but like during the trip, right? I felt like we were friends while we were traveling. But then she seemed like kind of flaky, you know. So. Jean happened to be in Whistler the same time that I'm in Whistler on this week trip, and I'm like, okay, I need someone else to spend a day with besides like Ski Trip Dan, you know? Yeah. And like so I'm like, hey, Dan, tomorrow I'm gonna meet up with my friend Jean, right? And then he gets like a little pissed off about that, like, oh, you're ditching us, you know? I'm like, no, I'm just. All right, whatever. I'm just like, I was just one day, you know, I've seen you guys for 4 days, 5 days, right? Just one day I'm gonna hang out with someone else. But like what happened a lot, Jean, I guess it's a different story, but like Jean was like so flaky that like we're supposed to meet up at 9 a.m. like on top of Whistler Mountain. There's 2 mountains, right?
Sure.
And then she ends up like not getting onto the lifts until like 1 p.m. So she's like 4 hours late to meet me. And then eventually we meet up at like 2 p.m., which is like almost the end of the day. And I'm like pretty pissed that like
of course.
Jean like kind of left me hanging all day. Anyway, so I finally meet Jean. I'm like, all right, I get to ski with someone else. That's cool. You know, how you been? Right? And then we're about to start skiing. And then I'm like, all right, let's go that way. So I ski for 5 seconds and then I turn around and I don't see Jean. Mm-hmm. And then I never see Jean again. She just, I have no idea where she, or like, like, okay. I was looking for her for like 20 minutes. I'm like, wait, I literally skied for 5 seconds. Like, where the fuck did you go? Anyway, this is a complete like side tangent story, but like this makes the ski trip even more like annoying because like I just wanted to hang out with someone else, and that one other person I got to see for like 10 seconds, and then I don't know where they were. Well, okay, like a few days later, she texted me that like, oh, she just went some random direction and then her phone fell out of her pocket, and then like she's like, oh, sorry.
Oh, and then she just managed to get her phone back?
Yeah.
Texted you back?
But yeah, I didn't get to hang out with Jean.
Oh, that's really shitty. Sorry.
But I mean, you know, she seemed like a pretty flaky person, you know, and who's not like good at making plans.
Sure.
It's like, all right.
Yeah.
I don't want to. It doesn't seem like a long-term friendship type of person.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Anyway, yeah. So like I'm like pretty pissed from the whole ski trip Dan thing, and then. Sorry, I call him Ski Trip Dan because like there's multiple guys named Dan in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ski Trip Dan. I'm like on the end of my rope with, and then like this whole day with Jean got me in the worst mood. And then I come back to the Airbnb, and then I walk into the Airbnb, and then Ski Trip Dan is like, "Don't get snow all over the floor. This is a carpet.
Yeah.
And we're leaving tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm like, this is the first thing. Yeah,
so
we're adults.
Adults just shouldn't talk to each other like that.
Yeah.
I mean, adults shouldn't even talk to kids like that, really. But
Yeah. It's like, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude. I think I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's the one other thing that I probably don't feel that proud of. But I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. But I'm like, all right. And anyway, at the end of the trip, like he did drive us all there, right? So like he does stuff for us, right?
Yep.
He organized the whole trip. He brought everyone together. So like there are like good things about Dan, right? But yeah, he drove us here, but he just put me in the other car. Like, you're gonna be with Michael on the way back. Oh shit, Michael was his actual.
It's okay.
All right, well, Michael's not that big of a part of the story. Anyway, so he just put me in another car with his friend on the way back.
Sure.
And then we end up like, we meet up halfway back to Vancouver, like for some like food, right? Like even like during lunch, like I don't know. I just remember everything that he was doing was so annoying to me. He's like, I want to do ratatouille next week. I think we should do ratatouille. Like, you know how he says it? It's like, we're going to make ratatouille next week.
Yeah, that sounds annoying.
Anyway.
Yeah.
But and like, it doesn't seem like his friends like have anything to say about this, you know, this behavior. Anyway, so, and then I remember distinctly, it's like Asian food we're sharing, right? So I'm using my chopsticks to like go grab some food, and then he's like, ask.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't think he slaps my hand, but like he like.
Oh
his chopsticks. Like,
oh my god, this is so bad.
Like, ask. I'm like, what do you mean? We all ordered the food.
Yeah. Right. Again, like just you can't talk to people like that. Oh my god, what is this guy's deal?
Anyway. So,
I still can't believe he has a girlfriend. That's crazy.
After that lunch, Dan starts walking off in one direction. And I'm like, all right, see you later, Dan. And then I never see him again. And that was the last time, but I am friends with a couple of his mutual friends afterwards. And then, like, I think I bump into one of them, like, a year later. And then I'm like, oh my God, that fucking ski trip, dude. And they're like, oh, we heard his side, but like, and he's, like, let's say Dan's friend Ryan, right?
Yeah.
Like, Ryan's like, oh yeah, like Ryan also had a falling out with Dan, like in the last year. Sure. And Ryan's like, I heard his side, but I'm pretty sure your side is right. You know? But like, I want to hear what your side is. So I'm like, well, what was Dan's side? And like Ryan's like, well, like Dan was like so upset about you during that trip. I'm, what the fuck did I do? He's like, he was so upset that you ditched him that day for that girl. I'm like, it was one day.
Yeah, it was one day.
It was one day. Does he own me? Like, does he own my time? You know? Anyway, so like, we're talking in an Uber, and then I'm telling them this whole story, and then suddenly the Uber driver like starts laughing. He's like, "What the fuck is wrong with that guy, dude?"
Yeah.
Like that's, yeah. But yeah, like so Ryan had a falling out with Dan. I had a falling out with Dan, and then it turned out that like Dan's girlfriend broke up with him in the last year.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
okay,
and then Dan basically lost all his friends again.
Yeah.
Which is, you know.
Yeah.
Kind of expected. But you know, this is like very like, yeah, this is like, one guy was the fault of, you know, like it was literally just Dan's fault, you know.
Yeah.
Like, and yeah, like I think like maybe like Dan's friends were like just. Maybe he picks people that he knows will put up with his shit.
Yeah. Or
I don't know what it is. Yeah. So. Yeah, that was. I don't know how to end that story. I think that was it. Yeah, that was last time I saw him.
Why do you think Dan's like that? Like, what's your psychoanalysis of him?
Okay, so Dan. I mean, I think Dan doesn't really have that much ambition in life. I mean, like he does want to take over his dad's company.
Yeah.
Right.
That's ambitious. No, it's not.
Right, he's like, yeah, but like even the way he was explaining it, he's like, yeah, well, I'm the natural successor to my dad's company. You're like, like, you know, like it felt like there's an air of entitlement to it,
right?
And like it felt like Dan just kind of grew up like that. Like he was just he had 2 houses. You know, he got like what he wanted. His dad gives him like a couple $1,000s every month. You know.
What does he do for his job right now?
Well, Dan was doing a master's degree, so he was slowly like.
Oh, okay.
Like he was in engineering at UBC.
Okay.
But like, I think he was like very slowly doing his degree. You know, like because Vancouver people, they like a lot of the people I know from Vancouver, it's hard for them to have ambition because like there's not much out there for them to do. And so a lot of them are like on their 8th year of college. I've met at least like 7 people in Vancouver who are like on their 7th, 8th year of college.
Is it okay if I sit here? Because then I feel like I can actually look at you. Oh wait. Okay, I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna sit here.
Yeah. Anyway, so Dan, I think like he has some issues with like ambition. I think it's like he's very bored, and he just likes being like in charge of things. Yeah. So like this is his way of gaining control over his life is like being able to like kind of be in charge of his friend group.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. I'm maybe like Dan. You know, if you're watching this, like hi, and fuck you.
Fuck you, Dan.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's changed. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But like,
I don't think so.
Like yeah, it was just like. I don't know. It was just very unique how like toxic he was, yeah, and like, but like he was charming, you know. Like that's the way he got me to be his friend. Was like at first he's like very like interested in hanging out with you. He's very interested in inviting you to do stuff. He's very interested in like getting to know you, asking you questions, right? But like I think like once he has you, then like all right, you're part of my friend group now. Now I'm like like in charge of this friend group, you know, and so, yeah, I don't know, maybe he's like narcissistic. I'm not really sure, but it was very frustrating. But you know, he did teach me how to ski. He did introduce me to a couple of people in Vancouver. You know, so, some of my friends today are friends who also got fell out with Dan. So, yeah. Hope you're doing better, Dan. But anyway, I guess that story was not funny at all.
It was funny. Yeah. I mean, there's funny parts to it.
There's funny parts to it. Out. Yeah, I can figure that out. I think comedy is hard when you're like trying to make fun of a person who's not here. You know, and like, oh, you have to know him.
But everybody knows someone like that, and also people just hate rich people. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean. I don't know. Are people in San Francisco kind of like that, like or?
What do you mean?
Like that kind of entitlement, like boredom, narcissism. Yeah, I'm sure there's like rich kids.
I mean, San Francisco is like so big, but
it's true.
Are people in SF entitled?
I'm sure there's parts of the city.
I just have no like good pulse for what SF is like because the people that I hang out with are just very similar, or there's just like a very unique aesthetic that I don't think is representative of SF more broadly. Yeah. Every time I go to Hayes Valley, I'm just like, this is totally different than what I'm used to. You know what I mean? So like, yeah.
That's true. Hayes Valley's right there.
I know, you live in Hayes Valley.
Yeah.
Every time I go to Hayes Valley, I'm like, oh, this is where the AI revolution is happening. It's not happening where I live, it's happening like here, in the coffee shops here. Anyway.
Yeah, you see guys in coffee shops just like, but I do feel like San Francisco, like people, there are people who are like rich and stuff like that, but like everyone's like like even the rich families, you're so close to like talent and success.
Sure, right? Yeah.
So like even in the rich families, like people are working hard.
Right. And it's also not enough to be rich. You have to be like rich and smart and kind and all these things. Yeah,
and I feel like that goes to show the difference between like America and like Canada, because like a Dan, his family, I think they got rich from textiles, right? But like I hear it's all tech, right? And like it's like textiles. Like, okay, how do I start another textiles company? Or what do I do with?
I mean, you can. Textiles are really important.
That's true, but it's not like you know, like as ubiquitous as tech is, you know.
Textiles? I feel like they are just as ubiquitous as
or like in terms of like textiles in Vancouver as an industry is not as ubiquitous as tech in San Francisco. And so I guess what I'm trying to say is like maybe the rich people here, it's like easier for them to like do stuff with their lives.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I think there's also something about like people being rich but not like having to have work for it that is different.
Yeah, that's true. I guess like Dan, he doesn't really work for anything. He just like goes on like, he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to Singapore next week. I'm gonna go to Japan next week. But like he doesn't have a job. You know?
Right.
It's just his dad's money.
Yeah, exactly. There's something about that feels not right.
Right, and maybe that like influences your mentality. You know,
yeah,
like how you
definitely
grow up and stuff. Yeah, like, and like Dan likes to think like he's like a very worldly person. You know, he's like, oh yeah, like my dad, like, or like, cause he goes on work trips, which is like stuff that he does with his like dad's company. Right? He's like, oh yeah, like let's say we'll be debating about like guns or something, right? And then he'll always like pull out the, oh, but have you talked to people in like Texas? You know, have you met people in Savannah, Georgia? I have. You know, I've met people. Yeah. I've met those gun owners. Yeah. You know, I've met the people like. I don't even remember if he was liberal or conservative. I just remember he was so annoying about politics.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He's like, I have. Have you gone to Singapore, Yifei? Have you been to like that? You know, it's like obviously I haven't gone to all the places that he has. Yeah. So that's kind of a gotcha that he does. You know, or yeah. Anyway, so that's I think that's it for my story. I guess it took longer than 15 minutes, but
it's okay. Wait, what time is it? Because we do need to leave.
Yeah, it's 6:50. So do you want to leave at like? Because we have to.
Oh, it's 6:50 right now.
No. It's 5:50.
Yeah, we leave at like 6:45.
Yeah. Okay, so we have plenty of time. Right?
Oh yeah, I think we do.
Cool. Yeah. So I guess that's my story, and I guess like what I'm trying to do with stories is like trying to figure out an angle to the story. It's like what's the interesting angle? What's a funny angle? What's like a sad angle? So. Yeah, we talked about like I guess like wealth and you know disparity and like what makes someone like that. So, wonder if there's any other angles.
Let's think about it for a second.
Yeah. Maybe it's like just the one other interesting part of that story is like it's so easy to never see someone again as an adult, you know.
Yeah.
It's like true. We don't go to the same school together. We were just friends. Yeah. And then we just, after that, we just never saw each other again.
Yeah.
So it's like, you really have to decide if you want people in your life, and you have to kind of make an effort. Yeah. All right, I think I'm good. Yeah, do you want to?
Wait, I'm still thinking. I think there is something interesting and funny. Yeah. Like, there definitely is something funny about that story, but like, what is the funny thing about the story? I mean, there's something funny about like going on a ski trip and skiing down a mountain and never seeing them again. Like the thing with your friend. Like, there's something funny about that. Yeah. There's something funny about. Like, there's something, I don't know if this is funny or. But I think it is, or there's a way to make it funny about like how adults shouldn't talk to other adults like children. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was kind of infantilizing like me, right? Yeah. Right. And I wonder if there's something about that where it's like, where like maybe the joke then is like you talking back to him like he's your parent. Right. Or something. Right. It's like, yes, Dad, like, I will not get any snow like on the ground. Whatever children that are, like, misbehaving say to their parents. Yeah. Like, I talk to him like I'm a baby. Like, I'm sorry. Like, yeah. That's funny. He said, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I spilled the water. I'm sorry. Yeah. Is Daddy gonna spank me? Yeah. Yes, that's funny. Because that is also like the like it's like don't talk to me that way because I'm not an adult, and so that I think that could be funny. I think Anyway, yeah, I do think there's a lot of funny things.
Yeah. I mean, he's kind of like a funny person if you like observe it from the outsiders, you know. It's like, oh, we're gonna get steak dinner and you go get the receipt, you know. It's like it's a very like a unique personality.
Well, I just think it's like it's a ton of insecurity, right?
Yeah, it's a ton of insecurity. Yeah.
Small dick.
Small dick.
Small dick is what it's pointing at.
Yeah. Small dick. But like I also don't like comedy where I'm just like shitting on some person, you know, who's not here. So like, oh, he's being too mean.
No, I don't think you're shitting on him. I think you're shitting on like people that are like that, and like specific like wealthy people who act with entitlement when they don't have to, you know?
Yeah. So
I think it's fine.
Right.
But I don't know. Maybe it's not.
Yeah. I think I mean punching up is always fun, you know?
Yeah.
Making fun of rich people. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah. All right, you ready for your turn?
Wow, this is so interesting because I wonder if it's going to be interesting for people to like watch back or not, because it is kind of just like us having a conversation.
Yeah.
But I guess they'll let you know if it's interesting or not.
I mean, I'm sure like people won't watch this. You know,
I don't think people are going to watch this.
Yeah, this is just for fun and for us. Yeah.
Comment. I actually watched this.
Yeah.
So we know.
Yeah. I actually watched this. Thanks. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, maybe this is the better like storytelling angle, and then so maybe we should switch spots. So your face is like more in the camera. Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Story time, Edith.
Okay. Well, I don't have like any specific stories, but I can tell you about my day that I had yesterday.
Okay. Sure.
So, since I have decided that it's time for me to like have a different room, because my room, I just have never been like a personal decor person. Mm-hmm. Like my room is very plain in my like apartment, because I don't know, everything just always felt temporary. Like, you know, you live in college for 4 years and like your room changes every year, so you don't feel the need to I never felt the need to hang up stuff. And then after college, like you're kind of moving every year still, or I did.
Right.
So then you're like, oh, I'm not going to put up any furniture to just tear it down. Mm-hmm. But I've recently decided, because I think, I mean, I don't want to say just because of like breaking up, but I think partially because of breaking up and just like having time to like re-inventory my life. I'm like, okay, my bedroom is like not that of a 26-year-old woman. It's like that of like a 22-year-old like girl, you know? So I've been trying to like actually create a space that I like, instead of just like a box where I sleep. Right. But the problem with that is I'm a girl, so I don't know how to use like a fucking drill. And I think a big part of personalizing your space is putting in shelves. That's huge. So I had these shelves that I got, floating shelves, really nice. Yeah. But I have 3 roommates, and one of them, the single straight male roommate that I have, he installed all of my shelves for me, which was really nice. Right. He was traveling yesterday, and I was thinking that part of my like journey to being like an empowered single woman would be I have these 2 other shelves that I got that are floating shelves. I can install them myself, right? So I got my friend over, female friend, who I view as like very capable and empowered, who installs stuff in her house all the time. And I was like, okay, we can do this together, right? And we went to Cole Hardware. We like asked the guy, I got the fucking drywall anchors, I got all that shit. And then it didn't work out for me. I have like 3 holes in my wall now that are not correct. And it really was, I know this is crazy, but it really was so disheartening, because I kept on fucking putting the holes in the wrong place, or I don't have a fucking stud finder, because why would I have one of those? So we were using a stud finder app that you can use on your iPhone. And it said there were no studs, but then I hammered a fucking nail into the wall, and I guess there was something back there, probably something worse, like an electrical box or whatever. Oh, shit. Yeah, so that was bad. So just so much bad stuff happening. I was like, I can't do this.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I just got really sad because I was like, I can't do this by myself.
I need a man.
I need a man. And whatever. Then I was feeling really bad. Honestly, really so bad. But then I took myself to my little Pilates class, and then I came back and I was like, I'm not going to worry about this. Mm-hmm. And then today I tried to drill more holes, and it didn't work out. And I just hired a TaskRabbit to come on Thursday.
Damn.
Who's a man, so.
Oh, okay. At
least I don't need like a boyfriend. I can just like pay for a man when I need a man, you know.
Right. That's pretty funny because it's like you don't need a man, but then like you're gonna hire a man for.
Yeah, which feels at least slightly better than being like, oh, I need a boyfriend, but. Right?
Yeah.
But what more was funny was that I was feeling so bad. Like I literally was walking home from my like workout class and I was like, I'm gonna cry right now because why is this so hard and it shouldn't be this hard, and I feel like I'm pretty capable, but I don't want to install shelves. I don't want to install shelves. I really want, and it's two things. First, I'm sad that I can't install the shelves myself because like, why can't I just fucking do this? Why is it so hard for me? It's such a trivial thing. And second, like, I guess it's also sad to be like, oh man, I don't have someone else who can help me install these shelves. That fucking sucks. Like, fuck. So anyway, so I guess TLDR, I think I'm gonna start dating.
So you want to start dating because you can't put up a shelf by yourself?
Here's another part of it.
Hilarious.
Here's another thing.
Yeah.
My room, like, it really was not nice before. Like, it was just a bare box, which was totally fine for me. I felt comfortable with that. But my sweet, lovely, so caring ex-boyfriend was like, oh, I want you to have a space that feels like your own, that feels nice, that also he spent so much time in the space. So he wanted like to personalize it and make it more comfortable for himself. So like in the month before we were breaking up, his whole thing was like, oh, I'm gonna go on Facebook Marketplace, I'm gonna find you shelves, I'm gonna spend a Sunday installing these shelves for you, which was just like such a nice, kind thing. Yeah. And then he never got to do it, and then we broke up. But so I'm like, you
should have waited until after the breakup.
Yeah, and it also feels like I need to finish that project to be like, oh, I don't, like this was actually the right decision to break up, and like I can do these things without you.
Like it's not just men who can drill holes, like lesbian women can drill holes too.
I know, but you know what? I live with lesbian women and she was so useless, so it's not all lesbian women. And it's not all straight men.
It's not all straight men. So you specifically want a very handy straight man to date who can figure out how to put up all your shelves and...
Yeah.
But I guess like there's a deeper layer to that, right? It's like you kind of want someone to like take care of you a bit, Here's
the thing. I feel like I'm pretty non-traditional in that like most of the people that I've dated in the past like have made way less money than me, and they've also been like super progressive in how they think about women, like really respecting women, not like having traditional beliefs on like how women should behave. Yeah. But it is so nice when there's like a couple traditional male tasks that are nice. Right. The only one I think of right now is installing things. My ex-boyfriend was also really handy with like plumbing situations. Yeah. So whenever there was like a leak in our shower or like the drains were clogged, he would fix that. That was really nice. Yeah. What else? He sharpened knives. I feel like that was really nice. I guess it's just like handy around the house things that I could just get a TaskRabbit for or learn how to do myself. But I don't think that that's like a common female preference. Like I feel like a modern woman, quote unquote, like probably cares more about like the man's financial status than his ability to like fix things around the home. But I don't know. We would have to pull people.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, wait, say that last part again. Like, a modern man cares more about a woman's financial status.
No. I think the modern woman. This is what I think. It might not be true. On average, probably cares more about like her future partner's like financial standing more than like his ability to be handy.
So let me just make sure the light's still on. Okay,
it's on.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And
so And I guess this is all super backwards. Like, I should just really learn how to install the shelves on my own is the real answer.
Right.
Yeah.
But like, you are a financially successful, like, high achieving woman, right? So like, I think you just want a guy for her dating app in the future.
I don't know if that's really helpful though for dating.
Right, but like no, I'm just saying like what you want is that like you want a guy who takes care of that other side of things, like, because you take care of all the, like, the intellectual stuff, right? And you want a guy because you've been drawn to men who are less financially successful than you, but are more handy. And so maybe that says something about you, what you want, right? Like, because what you need to fulfill
is like a complementary thing.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But I think I don't know. Do you know what you want? Do you know what you want from your next partner?
I think I want them to be like, I wouldn't, like, there's no specific thing like, oh, I want them to do the dishes and cook for me,
Sure.
Like, I think I just want them to, like, be emotionally compatible, so like we'll be able to talk about stuff. But I don't think there's like some like unfulfilled part of. I don't know. I kind of just want her to laugh at my jokes.
That's great. That's a lovely thing. You don't have any preferences over like
financial stuff. I think it would be nice, and this is something that's like happened to me like semi recently. Is that like. Because like when I was like younger, like I was like into like a lot of white girls and stuff, right? I still am, but like now, like I've gotten older. I think like being culturally compatible like is actually important. Like if she's able to talk to my mom in Chinese, like that's kind of a plus. If she's able to like. Do
you speak Mandarin?
Yeah, I speak Mandarin.
You probably speak better than me. What did you say? Iban?
Iban, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like not that good.
Okay.
But. But like if her Chinese is better than mine, like that would actually be like
better.
That's kind of attractive, yeah. If they're just like that cultural stuff is started to become more relevant as I get older. And I'm not saying like I would not be opposed to dating someone of a different cultural background or race, right? I'm just saying like it started that type of compatibility, whether they're able to fit in with my family, and that actually that's actually kind of important now. So I don't know. It's just something that I've recently realized as I hit my mid to late 20s. I don't know. I think what you want changes as you get older.
I don't think I want what I have dated.
Right.
Yeah.
But so do you want someone who's financially on the same level as you?
Well, I don't know, because I also feel like I'm trying to figure out what kind of life I want for myself in the future actively. So I guess it depends a lot on what I want for myself.
Yeah.
But I think with this very specific thing with the shelves, I think I really should just figure out how to install shelves and then not worry about.
Yeah. I think this very specific thing made you miss your ex.
Right? It didn't make me miss my ex. It just made me be like, oh damn, if I had a boyfriend, he could figure this out. Yeah. That would be so nice. But
what if you were dating someone who couldn't do that?
A boyfriend. I mean, I think that anybody can. So if I was dating somebody, that person could, because I equally also can.
Yeah.
And so I think I would just more be you should help me with this, because this is your role, even though that's also stupid. So I think the ultimate answer is I'm gonna learn how to install shelves. I'm not for these ones, but
would it be a turnoff if a guy couldn't install shelves?
But everybody can install shelves.
I don't know if I can install shelves.
You could figure it out.
I can figure it out.
I mean, I believe in myself to figure it out, given enough time.
All right, learn how to fucking install shelves.
Yeah, I will. Yeah. I'm trying. I'm trying.
And I feel these tasks are. Yeah, it's just you have to spend that additional mental energy into installing those shelves.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
What else happened yesterday? Or did you have anything else to say on that?
No, it's actually pretty interesting. Like what this like little story kind of tells about you, because yeah, I don't know. I mean, trying to see like what other angles to it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I feel like a lot of women feel this conflict between like wanting to be really like strong and independent and also wanting to still, like, as everybody does, whether you're like straight or gay or whatever, like have support from a partner.
Yeah.
But then like sometimes as a woman, like any support that you take from a man feels like, oh, I'm like playing the feminine role, when it's like, no, actually it's just like a partnership. Like in a partnership you give and you support.
Right.
But like, I guess just because of like where we are in like feminism, anytime a woman gives anything to a man, it's like, oh, like you're like using me as a caretaker. And like anytime a man then like provides to a woman in a very specific way, it's like, oh, like I'm like allowing myself to be like the weak like woman. But
right, the traditional
there's like something funny about and relatable about the tension for women that are probably like 20 to like 35.
Right, but, for sure. It's you're a modern woman.
It's true.
It's the struggle with the modern woman. I guess like a lot of guys on the flip side, I feel like they expect a woman to take care of them, you know. It's like I have some friends who I'm like, oh my god, this guy's gonna do nothing in his marriage, you know. It's like, even like I had like a birthday party once, right? And then like I had like one for during the birthday party, like at the end, all the girls helped clean up and all the guys just sat there.
Yes, it's true.
And it, like, or like even when we were setting up the birthday party, like my guy friend, he just sat there and he plopped himself down and like, okay. And then the girl was like, oh yeah, let's put this here, let's put this here. I'm like, dude, like, can you like help? I mean, I'm not saying you have to help because it's kind of my party, but like,
but you should want to help because you're a friend.
Yeah, you should want to help. Yeah,
or so, know how to be helpful.
Exactly. So some guys, like, I can tell they're gonna be so useless when they get married. And it's a little. I feel bad for their wives. I guess their future wife.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish because it's hard, right? Because like I don't, as an observer, as someone like assuming that I'm not gonna, like I never get married or whatever. Just as an observer of these like social dynamics, it like feels bad because like I think that like a lot of these men like are socialized to be like dependent on women, so they don't know how to like step in. But now it's like, well, you gotta figure it out. So what's gonna be like the catalyst to like make them into better men? You know what I mean? And
for sure.
Oftentimes it's just like them dating girls and then girls having to like teach them how to do everything and then getting fed up and then breaking up with them and then like them getting like 10% better for the next girl and then like that happening like 4 times and then you know what I mean?
Interesting.
I mean, at least that's what I feel like I've observed is that
with your past relationships.
Yeah, is that like.
Well, I mean, I guess like when you date a 21-year-old guy, like he's not gonna know anything. You know, he's gonna be like pretty useless. Right. And then he's gonna learn from like he's gonna fuck up with you, and then when he's 23, he's gonna be a bit better, right? When he's. Right. So, I mean, but that's just part of maturing.
Yeah, but I also wish that men could like learn how to do that themselves in a vacuum a little bit more.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean.
So, and I think also like for men to spend time being single is like so helpful and creates a lot of maturity. Yeah. But it just seems like a lot of people can get to like 35 and like still not have
that maturity.
Yeah, or just that awareness to be like. I can have like I think for like for me to consider someone like a fully developed man, it's like these like caretaking things that you're talking about, like knowing how to participate and take care of a space in the way that like you show up with something to like share, or you learn how to clean up or help someone set up, right? And then like does this person have like meaningful friendships, right? Because that's like a thing that men really struggle to nurture.
Yeah, you know how to listen to people and stuff, right?
Yeah,
and it's like. Yeah, I think a lot of men struggle with that now. But I mean, I've seen like also a lot of women who are like, they're, 27 and I'm like, how are you like not 21, you know?
Right.
Like that lacking of emotional maturity or development and stuff. So I mean, maybe you've had like a lot of experiences with men, but I've also like, you know, like dated women. I'm like, all right, why are you like this? You know, like why are you?
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Why are you communicating this poorly, or why are you like this flaky, or you know? Okay, maybe they just didn't like me, but like,
Is your roommate? No.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Isn't it? But,
yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. And so maybe like we're picking the wrong people, or like
maybe the answer is that like people of both genders just suck, but every time we interact with them we ascribe it to like their gender, rather than just like people suck, and like it's so rare to find someone who doesn't suck.
I think but yeah, I have noticed like a lot of guys who have like, I'm like, all right, you need to learn how to talk to people, or you need to learn how to like listen, or you need to learn how to like take care of things. Like every time I'm in my one friend's, like I have a group of guy friends who live together in a house, and then it's like I have one very specific example. It's like when I go to shower, right? There's 5 shampoo bottles, but no shampoo at all.
Oh, they're all empty?
Yeah. Huh. And it's like all right, who's gonna?
See, that's something a girlfriend would take care of.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely right away.
A girlfriend would always take care of that. But
also teach someone about that. Yeah, like take care of as in like teach by being like, oh, this is not okay. You don't have to live this way.
Yeah, for sure. And
oh man, this is making me so not excited to date again, because I'm gonna have to go through so much terrible, scary stuff.
I also have noticed, and okay, so maybe I'm like this too. Like every time I go back to like, because I was just back in like my family, right?
Yeah.
Like my mom and my sister will fix some things about me. You know, they're like, okay, like why does your shirt's button like, you know, is hanging by a thread?
Right,
you know?
right.
And then she'll just sew it to me. But like I'll be like, oh, I don't know. I'm just
right. You didn't even notice.
I didn't notice. Yeah. It's like, oh, like or like I have this weird. Do you see this thing on my face? This little weird like lights thing. Yeah. My mom noticed that. Nobody else in my life has noticed that. I don't know if it's cancer or vitiligo. I have the Michael Jackson thing.
Are you gonna get it checked out?
I think I need to get it checked out. Yeah, but like this is the type of thing that like women tell me, you know?
Yeah.
Like, or like every time my mom visits me, you know, I try to clean up as best as I can, right?
Yep.
But then she would start cleaning. It's like, oh, you didn't, why is that? Like, little corner. I'm like, I didn't pay attention to that corner, you know? Or like.
Should have paid attention to that corner.
Yeah. But like, there'll be some detail that like my mom will like notice that like, I don't. And you know, maybe there's an optimistic way about looking at this thing. You know, it's just like, there's a way of like both genders like kind of. There's a way we can benefit from each other, you know, like. Yeah,
that things can be complementary.
Yeah, for sure. Instead of just like, oh, this gender sucks, or like, oh, dating's gonna be so tough. It's like we can learn from each other, and then, you know.
Yeah, I would really love to date someone where I'm like, wow, I feel like I'm learning a lot from this person.
Right. Like intellectually, or just like.
In every way. Or even just to be like, wow, this person is a really good person. I feel like I'm like challenged to be a better person, to like keep up with them, or to like keep dating them. You know?
Yeah, for sure. It's and I guess like your past partners, they have been like, you have been the more intellectual in the relationship, right?
Yeah, I think that's probably right, but I think when I talk about like learning, it doesn't mean like they need to like know more than me. I think with like intellectual compatibility, it's more about whether someone's like curious about the world, or like how they think about things, rather than like what they think or how much they know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess I just find like I find curiosity really compelling. I find ambition really compelling. I find like kindness. Like some people are just like very kind and warm, which I think like that is such a difficult thing, especially to like endure over time in a bunch of different situations. So that type of person really like challenges me, I think, to be like, okay, I need to be a better, like a truly like a better person.
Someone who's gone through a lot and is enduring.
I just feel like when someone is just really, really kind, like, you know, when you meet those people that you're just like, you're nice, but like, I'm sure it's just because I'm meeting you for the first time, and then you meet them again, and then you're like, oh, you're still actually really nice, and then you meet them like 4 more times, they're like super fucking tired, or like they've had a terrible day, and you're like, oh, you're still really kind. Oh man, I think this is just who you are. Like I think that's because like if you're gonna like spend 20 years with somebody, it's like you would hope that in like their person, their soul is like kind, you know.
That's true. I have one friend who's like that. His name is also actually Dan.
Oh, okay.
He's well, like, or you know, whatever the word Dan is substituting for. But he, like, I think he's just like super nice, and like everyone, like he came to my birthday last year, like in San Francisco. He came and visited me, and then like everyone from like all of the SF people that I knew were talking about how much they liked him, and like how nice he was, and how kind he was, and that was cool. You know, just to see that like people can instantly like someone like that.
Totally.
But like, I don't know. I mean, but sometimes like I feel like Dan, like the other Dan, like nice Dan, can get taken advantage of. You know. Yeah,
I guess like, you know how like I don't mean nice as in like soft. Like they can, of course, they can still have an edge to them, and like I think that's even more compelling. But nice as in like whatever they're doing, you kind of trust that they have good intentions. You know what I mean? I feel like there's some people that are really nice, but they don't like have good intentions. Like the other Dan that you're talking about. But, like you meet people that you're like, oh, yeah, maybe you're gonna like, you know, not be the nicest right now in this interaction, but I just trust that you have good intentions.
Right. Oh, because I guess like the ski trip Dan, right? Like he was nice to me, but his intentions were not good.
Right.
Or like his intentions were like to control or like to like be in charge. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's hard to find people like that because like we live in a very individualist society, you know, especially like San Francisco. Like I feel like people are very. It's like it would serve you well to be self-centered here.
Yeah,
you know, to focus on yourself and your own success.
And like we do comedy, which is so narcissistic.
It's probably one of the most narcissistic things to do.
Yes, and so entitled to be like, listen to me.
Look at how funny I am.
Yeah, I have something so important to say that you should all be quiet and listen to it. Like, oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, I've been thinking, oh fuck, internal temperature.